Well, hello, my bits, my little bits of sunshine, that is. My name is Veronica, myself and my other half are with Chasing Sunshine. If at any time you guys are interested in purchasing any paint or product that we use today, hop on over to our website, ChasingSunshineByV.com, and you should find everything there. If you don't, text me. Okay guys, today we are working on this lovely, beautiful buffet here. It is some kind of beautiful. So far we've done lots of prep to it. We have fixed some scratches, some peeling, what is that stuff called? Veneer. We have straightened some stuff out and filled some stuff in. Essentially, we've also sanded it and sealed it. So it was that really old, antique kind of, well, let's just show you. That kind of color. You know, it's a really beautiful, dark, deep, like, walnut looking kind of finish on it. I kind of want to feel like it might have even been like a, what is the name of that? Cherry wood. I don't know the exact kind of wood that it was, but it was a really dark, deep stain. And so we, it was really kind of flaky and stuff. And so whenever you paint something, you guys, remember to always start with a good foundation. So with that said, if you do have flaking paint or veneer or stain, any sort of thing like that, you guys want to make sure that you do at least a slight sanding of that so you can get all those, like, you know, little bits off and such. Because if you paint right over that and it's already starting to flake off, it's gonna flake off, right? Common sense says. So with that said, we just kind of we actually did a pretty good sanding to it. After that, I did come over the top and got it wet and cleaned it with standard Dawn dish soap and water. And then we did come back over that again with some clear water to then get all the soap residue off of it. It is a little rough still. I feel like, you know, when you work with wood and you do a nice sand job on it and then you put some like a water on it to raise the fibers up in the wood again, and then do you come back and sand it again. I feel like I may have missed this drawer because it's kind of got that going on, and I've already primed it. So what happened is we had a little bit of shellac spray. We did that one coat on the front and top, and then we were out. I'm also out of our DIY Salvation Solutions, which is our primer for this very purpose. However, we didn't have that either, so I just took a basic Rust-Oleum spray paint primer, and it happened to be metallic. So that's what we got, guys. That's what we got. I am going to come over this with a little and sand it just a half a hair. We should just do that right now. Let's do it right now. Get it over with. So at the moment, I have a 120 sponge. We do have these on our site as well if you guys are interested in it. And I'm just going to do a real quick one over. My overall goal is to not take that primer off. It's just to take these like fibers off because I don't, that really actually did a great job. Let me bring you guys in a little bit closer so you can see what we're doing here. Yes, so here we go. And then we're just kind of doing a quick scuff sand. That's what this is called. But I am doing like a real light scuff sand because I don't want to take that primer coat off. That is not my intention here at all. At all, at all. But that actually is working. So with that said, I'm going to just kind of do that everywhere. Those little fibers might be standing on end. That's what they're supposed to do. You're a woodworker, that's how it rolls. You want to get all the fibers out and such. Make a nice, smooth surface. However, I am planning on actually doing a distress or a textured look on this. But, ooh, look at that. Look at that, guys. I got my handy dandy bucket of water right here. Always on hand just to wash those hands. Wash them, girl, wash them. Okay, so I don't quite know exactly what I'm going to do with this beautiful buffet. I have a few ideas. We have lots and lots of recycled decoupage paper on hand, but I'm not quite sure that I'm actually going to put decoupage paper on this or not, because I just haven't made a decision. So we are going to today finish off my repair job. That's basically what we're doing today, okay? 5 minutes into it, I'm just telling you what we're gonna do. So you guys can see that I actually did repair this corner already. It was really tattered and kind of chipped out there. The veneer was pulled off, and I filled it in with some basic drywall, no, pardon me, some paper clay, guys. So that's what we're gonna do again. And when I sanded it down, I kind of sanded in this motion, and I made too much of a kerf there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to basically give a nice little scuffy sand, scuffy reader, which we really don't need to do too much of, because I just wanted to kind of get a little bit of that primer off, and then we're going to come back in and put some more down. So this is just basically Sculpey air dry clay. Okay, guys, this is great for filling cracks as well as corners that may have broken off. You can fill in chips. You can make molds. There's all kinds of good stuff that you could do with this. You always want to ensure to button it up straight away, though, guys, because it is air dry clay, and it will definitely dry out with air. So this is my Gorilla Glue. You guys, I usually just do it like this because this little top spouts get clogged up quite easy. So I just like pull that off, and then that when I use my glue, that's how I use it. And then whoop, whoop. That's kind of how I stow it away. That way I don't have to fumble around with like getting that clog of stuff out. So what I do is I get my clay, and I kind of want to, I feel like I want to make this straight. And so in order to do that, I'm going to have to get something that's going to be like my guide. I could just use this piece of this right here. So this is, let's see, let me try to get a little bit of a better angle for y'all. Let's see if this works. Boop. Okay. I feel like we're going to, I don't feel like that's a better angle. Let's just try it over here then. Oops. Okay, so basically what we're going to do, guys, is we are going to do our best. So when you work with clay, this is how I roll with it. You get your piece, you form it in whatever form you're going to get it in, and then you kind of put some kerfs in it. And use a pencil, use anything that you have, just make some scratches in it, basically. And the reason that I do this is so that the glue can then go down in to all those cracks and have more of like a surface to bond to, okay? And since this is dry, I don't think that we're going to be able to do the same with that, but I'm going to give it a whirl. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just do this, guys. This is just so that it will then stick to this a little bit better, okay? It's something that you do in pottery, basically, when you're trying to get two edges to stick together. It's a pottery trick. Pottery trick, tip, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so here we go. This is our Gorilla wood glue we're using. Yeah, get it on there real good. Now you don't want too much. Of course, this is going to be too much probably, but if it squirts out, we'll just wipe it away. So then you just go ahead and smear it within all of those crevices and such. And then you also take a little dab and get it into those creases too. And then you put the two together, basically. That's what we're doing. It's what we're doing. It's what we're doing today. Let me see if I could get you guys down here a little bit more. I really want you to see what we're doing. I really want you to see, but then I've also got to get in here in the work area. Okay. So here we are. Okay. So Then I'm going to go ahead and just get it on there. This is obviously entirely too much, right? I'm going to slab some glue over here too. Okay, so then I'm just going to kind of work it in, work it in. I'm going to end up taking away a majority of this, actually. Okay, and then you just start building it up and forming it in whatever desired form that you want it to be in, right? And keep in mind that you can also sand this once it's dry. That's what we did with all the rest of it. You just sand it away, sand it away. And so the corner in which that I'm trying to build up, you guys, is this corner up here. It does get real sticky though, so try and keep some sort of cloth on hand so you can wipe your paws. And this time I'm going to use this as a straight edge. So this, I'm putting it parallel to this, right? Keeping it straight up and down, and then going all the way up to about where I want it to end. And then I'm just going to push that clay into this straight edge. And you always want to go over just a hair, because this might, just in case it might shrink, or because you always have the ability to then come back and sand, right? And so that's what we're doing. I'm gonna go ahead and try and take down as much as I can so that I don't have too much sanding to do, but not too much to where, like I just said, it's not gonna shrink or not be enough. Okay, I'm feeling pretty good about that. Feeling pretty good about that straight edge. I'm gonna push it over just a half a hair more. Half a hair more. Okay. I feel like that might be okay. Let's go ahead and push the drawer in. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good. I might even be able to come over just a little bit more. So we're going to do that. Push it over just a little bit more. Okay. And then this over here. Okay, okay, okay. Get my paws clean. It's almost like working with slip, if you've ever used slip when you're working with pottery. I mean, that's kind of how I'm treating it anyway. Okay, I could see where that could come over just a half a hair more. Okay. Okay. Okay, I keep saying. Right? I feel like that's going to be like way better than it was. Anyway. Way better than it was. And so that might be slightly weak, that corner up there, but that's all we can do. It's all we can do, guys. Give you guys more of a close-up right here of the edge so that I can actually see it too. Okay. So then you can actually come in here and clean this little area up a little bit too, if you like. Okay. Okay. And then there is our edge that we just filled. Yeah, so that's kind of what I do. That's how I do it, basically. So guys, we will just let that dry. Yeah, that's it. That's it, that's all, guys. I just wanted to pop on here real quick and give you guys a couple pointers on how I fill broken corners. You can use something like Bondo. You could use whatever your little heart desires. I am using paper clay. It's what I've got. It's what I'm using. So yeah, with that, I just wanted to spend a little moment with you folks and say hey, and show you what I'm doing. More to come on this big beast back here. It is beautiful, and I am stoked to see what she becomes. All right, guys, so come back later and see how the progress is going along. And tomorrow we will be live on the DIY Paint page at 4 p.m. All right, we'll see you then. Chase that sunshine, whatever that means for you. Bye, guys.